On the news at 1, President Tinubu approves salary increment for armed forces personnel. Federal government engages resident doctors to avert planned nationwide strike. And FCT Minister pledges revival of Life Camp Recreational Park. Good afternoon and thank you for joining us on the 1 p.m. news on NTA Channel 5 Abuja, the Unity Station. I am Abdullah Hajia. Let's begin. President Bola Tinubu has approved salary increases of between 30 and 80% for Nigeria's armed forces personnel. In a statement by the Special Advisor to the President Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, about 250,000 personnel are to benefit from the new deal. Under the new arrangements, which becomes effective from September 1, officers above the rank of colonel will enjoy a 30% salary increase. This applies to brigadier generals, major generals, lieutenant generals, and generals. Personnel from colonel down to warrant officer will have a 50% increase, while privates to staff sergeant will have an 80% increase. The pay package will increase the yearly salary bill for the country's armed forces personnel from 660 billion naira to 924 billion naira. President Tinubu has always praised the courage and sacrifices of members of the armed forces as they confront the scourge of banditry, kidnapping, and terrorism in some parts of the country. Now, a plan to restore public recreation and enhance urban living is taking shape in the Federal Capital Territory as Minister Nyesom Wike moves to breathe new life into the long-abandoned Life Camp Recreation Garden. The minister announced plans to transform the neglected facility at the Life Camp roundabout into a modern leisure and sporting hub during an inspection of the site. Onozi Yakubu reports.
Driven by the need to expand recreational spaces and improve the green landscape of the nation's capital, the Federal Capital Territory Administration has commenced plans to revive the long-abandoned Life Camp Recreation Garden. FCT Minister Nyesom Wike says the initiative is inspired by the success of the newly remodeled Abuja City Gate, which has become a popular destination for relaxation and tourism since it was inaugurated to commemorate the 3rd anniversary of President Bola Tinubu's administration.
For the first time in this country, we will do the same thing like it's done in other developed countries. Here is so beautiful. Look at the topography. See what we're missing, and that's why citizens complain. This is what citizens want. Good life, but not too much. And the administration of Bola Tinubu is desirous of giving back hope to our people who have lost hope.
The minister also revealed that the City Gate project earned recognition from the Office of the First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, under the Renewed Hope Initiative's Green Nigerian Challenge. He says the award has further strengthened the administration's resolve to invest in more green and recreational infrastructure across the Federal Capital Territory. Onozi Yakubu, NTA News.
Talking security now, the FCT Police Command says security within Dei and its surrounding communities has improved, with residents expressing gratitude to the policing efforts aimed at addressing criminal activities in the area. The Divisional Police Officer in charge of Dei 2, Chief Superintendent of Police Yahya Duma, gave assessment while responding to questions on the security check program called the Police. Chukwemeka Chukori brings us details.
The Chief Superintendent of Police, Yahya Doma, says Dede and Environs has witnessed a significant improvement in the security situation of the community as a result of collective efforts, stating that he has been working together with the community leaders, local vigilantes, market stakeholders, and residents.
So what I did was to go around. I started with Trailer Park, I started with Panteka, I started with the livestock market, yes. And I went into Dakwa. There is a particular spot they call Kambola and Gidandambe, and I noticed these areas I've just mentioned. These are areas that harbored most of these criminals. So what I did, I said, okay, like in the case of the Hakimi, that is the video head, and the circuit, I had meeting with them, and I told them, say, look, somebody cannot come into your community and just stay without you knowing where this person is coming from.
CSP Yahya Doma, while responding to the issues of threats residents face while crossing the pedestrian bridge, the menace of car thefts and one chance around the area, gave assurance that his division have initiated measures to ensure the safety of residents and visitors.
If you can find out from the resident of Dede, they will confirm to you, my patrol vehicle, there is no day my patrol vehicle don't go out. Okay. 247. Every time. And even once there is distress call, in less than 5 minutes, we are there by the special grace of God.
While assuring residents of the command's commitment to protecting lives and property, DPO Doma called for sustained cooperation from the members of the public through timely information sharing and vigilance, emphasizing that security remains a collective responsibility. Chukwemeka Chukori, NTA News.
Many thanks, Chukwemeka. Moving on, security measures in Dede, one of the Federal Capital Territory's gateway communities, are changing public perception of safety. Once troubled by armed robbery, house breaking, theft, one-chance attacks, phone snatching, and violence linked to substance abuse, residents and community leaders say sustained police operations and public cooperation are making the difference. Onotu Yakubu reports.
Crossing this pedestrian bridge at Dede Junction into the community was once a moment many residents approached with caution. This is because the location is regarded as one of the notorious black spots in the nation's capital. During the rush of commuters in the morning and after nightfall, many feared attacks from criminals who targeted pedestrians for phones, bags, money, and other valuables before escaping into surrounding roads.
Sometimes the boys are going around, especially in the night. They will break shop and carry the goods of the people and collect handset and other things because the police are very little.
The presence of local securities like vigilantes is what has been helping residents to stay safe.
Beyond the bridge lies a community where traditional settlements exist alongside markets, transport activities, and commerce that attract people from many locations every day. While these activities support livelihoods, they also created opportunities for armed robbery, theft, housebreaking, phone and bag snatching, violence linked to substance abuse amidst worrisome one-chance robbery along the Dede corridor of the Zuba AYA Expressway.
The activities of the one chance on this road on daily basis is adding daily. More the police, more the security agencies are trying to reduce it, more the activities are coming.
Personally, I have not experienced it, but the security measure I normally take for myself is I make sure I enter my cab at in the bus stop. Yes, I don't enter cab anywhere else apart from the bus stop where the bus is loading.
Residents, however, say the security situation has changed over time. They point to police patrols, surveillance, response to distress calls, and stronger engagement with community stakeholders as factors reducing criminal activities and restoring confidence.
The DPO, she was trying about security matter. Anytime when something happen with this area, order you hear, order you never hear, order somebody called the DPO, you can go to do your own working.
We have good relationship because the police are trying well. Because if you carry something to them, they will take action on time. They are coming on time, but they're very little, honestly. We need more police.
Community leaders commend the police for sustaining visibility across the community and engaging residents to provide timely information that supports crime prevention and investigation. They say the partnership between security agencies and the people remains the foundation for protecting lives, property, and businesses. Onoto Yakubu, NTA News.
Security experts have often advocated citizens' active participation in the fight against security challenges, especially at this period when the nation is bedeviled by insecurity. But how much of this awareness about the do's and don'ts of security measures in their domains do the communities have, and what steps are they taking to support efforts? Onoto Yakubu, again, in this special report, takes a look at the situation.
Security expert advisory over the years have often encouraged citizens and communities to embrace the act of synergizing with security agencies through intelligence drive to enhance security reach. Jikoyi was once believed to be hiding spots for criminal elements who emerge from the surrounding hills under the cover of darkness to terrorize residents. However, the people of the communities are now rewriting their story with courage and collective action, adopting proactive measures to protect their environment.
We decided to take drastic measures to make sure that the entire community is protected, and everybody was on their toe. Everybody was on their toe. So it was all about determination, all about ability to put an end to, should I call it terrorism or miscreancy?
They will patrol this palace, go to every street, send people. The voluntary organization, that is the vigilante, they did their best. They couldn't sleep in their homes, and then they were able to drive away some of the criminals that were trying to invade that part.
Chief Kola Talent is the chairman, Police Community Relations Committee, PCRC, Metro Area. He believes that the people must become active state actors as matter of urgency in synergy to galvanize intelligence, community vigilance, and aggressive sensitization in security consciousness to assist security agencies fortify and enhance their safety.
Say, if you see something, say something. So, because before anything happens, it is planned. And then no perfect criminal goes without leaving a loophole. You understand? So when you know that something is about to happen, if you even have an idea, inform the police. Like I always say, the police are your friend. Just let them know.
Beyond these, Chief Kola believes that there is need for adoption of digital neighborhood security platforms where residents can instantly share information, report suspicious activities, and call for help in real time to reinforce their security through shared responsibility.
The community can also create technologies. Technology today is CCTV in people's various houses. You can be in the comfort of your office and still see what is happening in your area, and also that's also one very good thing.
Observers say, while the people expect the bulk of the responsibilities to hang on the shoulders of the established security formations, the time for the service consumers to get involved is now. In Abuja, Onoto Yakubu, NTA News.
Station 90 Channel 5 Abuja. Time now to go on a break. We'll be back with more news. Do stay with us.
Some people are getting to something thousand. 330,000. Is it a rocket science?
Our definition of news is getting the unusual in and around the FCT. Fresh and factual, from education, transportation, politics, sports, judiciary, security to the grassroots. You can go on and on. You will find us there.
Residents
the construction of the Lot 1B of the Abuja Light Rail Mass Transport System.
Whatever way you choose to
many have remained
onlookers and motorists alike watch in horror as the wave upon wave of water.
For security agencies.
With our on-air personalities, we bring to you delightful presentations.
On the news tonight.
FCT Police Command.
Telecommunication giant empowers customers.
NTA Channel 5 Abuja News. Always authentic, with no room for fake news. We are the Unity Station, using the news to unite the nation.
Many thanks for staying tuned. Now, some positive news on the health sector as President of the Nigerian Association of Resident Doctors, NARD, Mohammed Suleiman, has expressed optimism that the issues in contention have been resolved in principle with clear timelines agreed upon for their implementation. This followed the meeting between the federal government delegation and the leadership of the NARD convened to avert the association's planned strike. Speaking after the meeting convened by the Chief of Staff to the President, Femi Gbajabiamila, which brought together key government stakeholders, including the Minister of Labour, Health and Finance, as well as senior Treasury and budget officials. The NARD President commended the Chief of Staff's consistent role in resolving disputes involving resident doctors, while noting that the planned strike could not be called off immediately. The NARD representative explained that the latest commitment yields some results, adding that these assurances would now be presented to the National Executive Council, which will determine the next steps.
We have also agreed on house officers so that they don't have to wait for a whole month before they get the previous month's salaries. In fact, he has given a standing order that before the 10th of every month, salaries of house officers must be paid.
To the issue of the strike, has it been called off?
I can't stand here and tell you I have called off a strike. What I will do, I have the utmost confidence that what he has done today has moved the needle to a very large extent to have solved our matters.
The FCT administration has reaffirmed its commitment to improving maternal and child health through the promotion of exclusive breastfeeding. This was at a press conference marking the 2026 World Breastfeeding Week and a town hall meeting on the prevention and control of infectious diseases in the FCT. Cecilia Julius reports.
There is a renewed call for mothers to exclusively breastfeed their babies for the first 6 months of life, as experts describe the practice as essential for healthy growth and development. The Mandate Secretary, Health Services and Environment Secretariat, Dr. Adedolapo Fashawe, alongside development partners, stressed the need for stronger collaboration to improve child nutrition and safeguard maternal and child health.
All over the world, this week, everybody is talking about breastfeeding. And this is because breastfeeding is a very important health intervention, not only for developing nations like ours, but even for developed nations. This year's theme says breastfeeding for a sustainable start in life. We should strengthen what works. This theme reminds us that what we already know works. Evidence-based interventions that save lives. Our responsibility is not merely to introduce new initiatives, but to strengthen the systems, the policies, health services, even in workplaces, communities, and give family support structures that enable every mother to successfully breastfeed her child.
Breastfeeding has been found and proven to be the most effective and the most cost-effective means of nutrition for our children. And that is why this day has been set aside. Please, wherever you are, in the place of work, at home, in your neighborhood, let us work together to support breastfeeding.
I encourage every resident of the FCT to remain vigilant, obtain health information only from credible sources, promptly report unusual illnesses to the nearest health facility, and ensure that eligible children receive all recommended vaccines. The World Health Breastfeeding Week is also acknowledged to promote exclusive breastfeeding due to its own parallel advantages to the child and the mother as well.
Dr. Fashawe also disclosed that the FCT has recorded cases and deaths from infectious diseases, including rabies and diphtheria.
Last month, we recorded a death from rabies. We have recorded deaths from diphtheria as well. And this becomes something of public health importance.
She called for increased public awareness and improved vaccination in the nation's capital to set a precedent for a healthier society. The town hall meeting is in line with the year's theme, Breastfeeding for Sustainable Start in Life. In Abuja, Cecilia Julius, NTA News.
The FCT National Population Commission has commenced the full digital registration of births and deaths in the Federal Capital Territory through the Electronic Civil Registration and Vital Statistics System, CRVS, also known as VitalReg, with 325 functional registration centers across the 6 area councils. The Commission says the digital platform replaces the manual registration process to improve access to legal identity and provide credible data for national planning. Rabiat Shaib was there at the press briefing and now reports.
Effective July 1st, 2026, the transition to the VitalReg platform marks a major milestone in the modernization of Nigeria's civil registration system, with birth and death registration services now fully digitized across the country. Speaking at a press briefing in Abuja, Federal Commissioner overseeing the FCT, Mary Ishaya Afan, said only birth and death certificates generated through the VitalReg platform will henceforth be officially recognized in Nigeria, describing the initiative as a significant step towards improving service delivery, data integrity, and accessibility.
The platform is designed to modernize birth and death documentation and improve citizens' access to these services nationwide. These services will deliver 1. Faster and more efficient registration services. 2. 24 hours online access to services. 3. Digital certificate issuance where possible. 4. Reduce paperwork, waiting time, and unnecessary travel.
As to replace the manual registration system, and only birth and death certificates issued through this VitalReg platform will henceforth be officially recognized in Nigeria.
The Commission says the FCT currently has 325 functional registration centers across the 6 area councils, with plans to expand coverage to hard-to-reach communities, while urging parents to register births within 5 years, after which registration will attract a prescribed fee. In Abuja, Rabia Shaib, NTA News.
Let's talk sports now. The Nigerian Volleyball Federation has officially unveiled Ryan Masajedi as the new technical advisor and head coach of the country's national volleyball team. Super Falcons tonight will also slug it out against Egypt in their Group C encounter of the Women Africa Cup of Nations tonight. Let's join our sports desk for other sports stories.
Nigeria's Junior the Tigers and Junior the Tigress have landed in Cote d'Ivoire ahead of the 2026 FIBA Under-18 Afro Basket Championship, completing their travel on Monday. The boys open up their campaign against Egypt on August 5th, while the girls face Tunisia the same day, both in Abidjan. The men last won the title in 2026 and are eyeing a record-extending 7th crown. Meanwhile, Nigeria's Miracle Ezechukwu and Success Oyibu have been spotlighted by the World Athletics as athletes to watch in the women's 200 meters at the 2026 World Under-20 Championships, with the meet running August 5th to 9th in Oregon. Lastly, Super Falcons captain Rasheedat Ajibade said the team was prepared to give everything to secure a vital win against Zambia at the 2026 WAFCON, keeping Nigeria's title defense alive after their opening loss to Malawi. With Sports Brief, Wayne Dogo, NTA News.
Many thanks, Wayne. The Super Falcons will need to win their match if they would qualify for the knockout stage of the Women Africa Cup of Nations. We wish them all the best. On that note, we want to thank you for joining us on the 1 p.m. news. Let's do it again at 7, where we bring you more news and updates. I am Abdullah Hajia. Good afternoon.